Welcome to episode 2.
All right.
Thanks for having us back, Gina.
We're all ready to 2.
We're at 2. Well, 2.5.
It seems like 3, but I'm gonna go with 2.
0.5 was a banter.
I got you.
Yeah.
It is much better, and we got a soundproof room now. We spent a lot of money to get the soundproof.
Yeah, our mics are still down, but we're making do.
And you've improved the refreshments tremendously.
I even brought a
Look
spread.
at this, man.
It's actually for my date later, but help yourself.
Yeah.
Another date tonight.
Yes.
That's an interesting topic.
Not really.
That's for a later podcast. She needs to get some stories together.
Or
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Let's just say we love that you are just to see someone.
I'm not seeing anybody. I'm just having a date.
You put eyes. You're putting eyes on him, which I like. You know, that's, at least you're trying.
Yeah, I'm putting a little effort.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I think it's time. The dry spell.
Yeah, the dry spell's pretty dry.
Yeah, it's wet season now.
Monsoon.
So I'm assuming we're going to have to speed things up on this podcast since you are waiting for the man to come visit you.
What time is he supposed
Correct.
to show up?
None of your business.
What do you mean? I'm coming to visit.
You
What are you
got
talking about? I'm coming to visit.
You are all like, let's get this done. I got to be at the vault. I got people at the vault.
I got people at the vault waiting on us.
What happened this week, Gil?
All right, this week was Easter week. We had we had an Easter egg hunt for the kids. A little too early, I think. I think that was one of the biggest things. It was at 9 o'clock in the morning. Probably had 15 kids show up.
Wow, that's a lot.
Nice little thing. And this is all done by Alexis and Jake. We had nothing to do
I
with
saw that she was part of it. That is fun.
That was all on her.
Aww.
She produced it, she
Everything.
arranged it, she
did
funded
everything.
it.
I had nothing to do with it. Just my yard. That was it.
Wow.
Went well, and then right after that, I did my annual stuffed animal hiding thing.
Scavenger hunt.
Yeah, I did it only on Cusacks to see how many people would get into it, and of course, Ellie. Out of the 25 I hid, Ellie found 20 of them.
Oh my gosh.
So it became.
She's dedicated.
I was running up and down the streets seeing if anybody else would want to play, but I think I did it too early too. I did it right after the Easter egg hunt, so it was before lunch. And after lunch, I seen a couple of kids ask me, but I was like, I'm not doing it. But I only did 25 this year, and last year we did 380 or something like that. So a little different than last year.
Yeah. Still fun?
Yeah, it was fun. I love doing it for the kids. And then, the other thing I was thinking about is we have started our boat season now. Everybody is getting their boats ready and putting them in the water and doing all that. So our launches are just
Well, one of the launches is closed right now, so everybody's coming to our neighborhood.
And one went double their price.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
It used to be $10. It's now $20. Everything else has been going good. I took one of our neighbors today and just bought her first house. I took her garage sailing.
Oh.
And she bought a bunch of stuff.
Wait, I didn't know she bought a house.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What?
She bought a house.
She bought a house.
Here in the hood, I guess.
Yes, of course she bought it in the house.
Next door to Budge.
Natalie's.
Another renter who's bought. No, not their house. The studio.
The one Chris had, then sold it to John, then
in the studio, and now it belongs to.
I did not know. This is news.
She's gonna be moving in. She's doing it now. She'll be sleeping there this weekend.
How did I not know this? I'm so excited. We have to throw her a little house.
We absolutely will do a house.
I took her couch shopping yesterday.
She wants to be in the house
She
fully
was trying
before
on all
we
the
do that.
couches.
That's a nice couch. If she, I'll ask her permission. If she lets me put this picture, I'll post it in here.
Oh, she will.
Okay, awesome. That's that's exciting. Wow.
Being with her today proved to me this girl is a hood girl.
She's definitely a hood rat.
She's definitely a hood rat.
And what's interesting about her is she lived here for 2 years before she met us.
Right.
We didn't even know who she was.
Right. I know.
Randomly jumped on a golf cart.
Well, a neighbor said, "Hey, jump on.
Yeah.
I want to go to the vault."
She said,
Okay.
Okay. And
What's the vault?
she's never left.
Yeah.
She's there all the time.
Yeah.
She's a definite regular. And her personality is just so weird. Like, it's
It's a big Gina, isn't
well,
it?
it's kind of Gina, but she is so direct with her mouth.
I like
she
that.
Just puts it out there.
Spitting out spells.
Oh, yeah. And is very, like something like Gina.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. It's like,
I'm glad.
so, yeah, that's about it.
And then the bridge.
Oh, yeah. And that happened today. Right over our canal, our river, the new, just built bridge, a piece of metal came out.
Of the interstate.
Yeah, on the interstate. I now heard it's over 25.
It's over 25
vehicles,
cars that had flat tires from
flat tires,
running over.
and they're going to claim other stuff too.
Oh, it's going to bend the frames.
Yeah, it's going to do all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's like
pretty
hitting
damaged.
a curb at 70 miles an hour.
Jeez, I saw a picture, but I think that you have to be there to see it.
Right.
To like
It was a good 4 inches
Good
over
Lord.
the street. Yeah.
It was 20 minutes. I passed 20 minutes before it happened.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
And it took them so long to get there. Golly, it took like an hour for somebody to show up and stop people from hitting it.
I was seeing all the Facebook posts on some of the groups I'm in
Amazing.
about it. This episode, we're going to do What's Your Favorite Memory? And we'll probably have to do this at least monthly because...
I agree because there's so much that's our favorite memories.
And every time we
I'm hogging it, and I'm going to do 2 today.
And everybody that we have as a guest, they're all going to have a memory that they're going to talk about.
endless memories of 7 years of it.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what hers is.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's go, Lisa.
I know,
All right, go.
I know she had a hand on the spell book, so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no, that's not a memory. That is a present. So I have 2 memories. One is kind of light and, happy, and the other is also happy yet kind of serious. So the first one is, I'm going to set the stage. It is summer 2019. We are in Lily's swimming pool, a bunch of us, and we're, having a party.
Wait, who's who?
Favorite's mother.
Oh, okay.
And so we're having drinks and cocktails, and we're swimming around, and we get to talking. And after about 30 minutes of talking, we're all booked on a cruise. First cruise ever.
That's how it happened?
That's
I
how it
didn't know
happened.
that.
That's how it happened. We all booked on the cruise. Now, granted, this is 2019, so,
Did she even go? I didn't think she went.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she did.
Yeah,
Oh, yes. So, we all booked on the cruise, and that's how the cruise pack started. Of course, it's 2019. Our cruise was in the end of February of 2020. So we all go on the cruise, but we're debating, should we do it, should we not? Because cruise ships are being quarantined left and right.
Everybody caught COVID.
And no. We're like, okay, well, we can't get our money back because the insurance won't cover scared of COVID. So we're like, well, we die. So
That's right. I remember now.
We get on the cruise ship. We go, we have a great time. We end in Mexico. We see a cruise ship that is actually quarantined because of COVID. And we're like, okay. We get back. Everybody gets off the boat sick. There's no testing for it. We don't know if we've had COVID or not. But we all lived. We're good.
Hood goes on.
Yes.
Hood goes on.
That was awesome. Good story.
We've actually had a second cruise since then.
Yeah.
And then they came home and we all went to the vault that had COVID.
That was later. That was much later. That was a year later.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I just remember COVID night at the vault was amazing.
I do remember that. Y'all had it.
We'll talk.
Everybody there had it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that can be another topic because that can be a little in depth.
Yeah, true. We had some good.
Another favorite memory, and we've kind of touched on how important Mardi Gras traditions are to this wood.
You must have said the same one.
And how.
I
Then why don't you do it, Danny?
So
We're
thinking
talking
about
about
this.
I will let Danny tell that story.
Todd.
Yes, I'll let Danny tell this one then.
No, you can tell it.
No. I already had one. You go for it.
So Todd is our neighbor, and he's got cancer, so he can't get out for Mardi Gras. So Gil actually puts together a parade. So instead of Mardi Gras parade, we have a golf cart parade just for Todd.
And Jeeps.
But
everything.
there.
This whole thing was arranged while we were at the Mardi Gras parade in our downtown. And within 30 minutes of everybody getting back from the parade was on.
Yeah. It was one of the speediest things we ever did because Chris Freeland came to me and he goes, it's Todd's it was his birthday, or it was an event.
He loves Mardi Gras though, and he was sad he couldn't make it.
It was
He
something
couldn't make it to the Mardi Gras party.
Right, that's what it was. He couldn't make it.
because he was
Chris
radiation.
called me and he goes, Chris calls me and he goes, you think we can do something for Todd? And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Let's do
absolutely.
it right now. We're doing it right now.
50 golf carts.
Within a half an hour, I had the whole neighborhood.
I remember getting the text because I lived next to Danny and Lisa at the time, so I walked it. But not only that, we recorded it, so we brought him out on his wheelchair.
To watch.
He was crying.
And it was on the news.
Yeah, it made the news.
It made the news.
And he was crying. And we probably had, I'll bet you, 50 to 60 vehicles in that thing.
It was a lot.
Because when we kept doing it, when we turned around, I was seeing the whole street.
The whole line?
The whole line. It was amazing.
That was pretty amazing.
And his wife was just... She
grinning.
She couldn't even handle it. She was crying the whole friggin' time.
It was pretty beautiful.
And everybody would throw him beads.
Yep.
And get off and kiss him.
Yep.
And put beads around his neck.
Yep.
That was a great man.
That is one of my favorites.
And he's still...
It's a good memory.
It's so funny that all three of us had the same.
I thought about it too.
And
I was like, someone's got to remember this.
Till today, her and him, I mean, that is some of the strongest people I've ever seen.
I
couldn't do it.
Mental strength.
Yeah. I couldn't do it when he did. I couldn't do it.
He's still
fighting
that battle.
10, 11 years of fighting, he's winning.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's winning the battle. My goodness gracious, we thought he was going.
Yeah,
several
times. He is running a marathon.
Oh yeah,
he's running it uphill, but he is still running it.
And his wife is still there.
Yep.
Still loves him. Still, that's just to me. It's a miracle story. It's a miracle story.
And then when he goes
I'm
to
actually
his
tearing
chemo,
up
he
right now thinking
dresses up.
about it. I swear to God.
When he goes get his chemo, he dresses up in clown outfits.
Yeah.
And power
Everybody at the
outfits.
hospital knows him.
Just to help the kids with cancer while he's fighting it himself.
He can't even move his fingers anymore. Nothing.
So he doesn't wear a pirate outfit for the kids.
Yeah. It's just an amazing story. It's just amazing at how he was part of the hood, and of course still is. But that's the kind of people we got here. Just fighters, and I mean, we got Debbie who fought it. We got him who fought it.
Everybody came together to help everyone.
Yeah.
I have chills. I have to shave my legs again now.
And talking about Todd and now mentioning Debbie, the turnout we had for Debbie's event was just amazing.
Oh yeah,
that was
her
amazing.
gala, yeah.
That was amazing too.
Well, I have one that's more funny.
Okay. Okay. Does that have anything to do with sex?
No.
Okay.
We'll wait till we get to later episodes.
Pretty sure there'll be some sex.
Wait, I think I know which one it is.
Okay.
Yes, I want to hear it.
Well, it's kind of a long story, but I'm going to shorten it because it all started when I lived next to Lisa and Danny, and it was one night, and I had been here about a little over a year, and I was on the phone with my friend, one of my besties in California, and I had my headphones in and on the phone, and I come outside onto the porch, and I turn on the light, and I hear this, and I was like, I couldn't even, I mean, it was way louder than that, but I'm trying not to,
mess up the speaker.
Yeah, probably shouldn't. And I stepped back. I was confused. I didn't know what was going on.
Was it the hood? Was it the hood cry?
No, you'll know this once you've heard this story before.
And
all of a sudden, I just saw, the tree line, but it was dark. And my good friend on the phone, she's like, "Was that a Bigfoot?" And I was like, I don't know. What was that? And I was like, maybe Danny's over there. So I thought Danny, because it was so close. I thought maybe Danny, because I could stand on that porch and look down and see him. And you had a Bigfoot metal frame thing down there. And I thought maybe you were down there messing with me. And it was so loud and I couldn't see what happened. And it felt like I was 10 feet away. She's like, "I think that's a Sasquatch." I said, "I don't know." We talked about it, and she's huge. Her and her brother just started a really amazing podcast, by the way.
Yeah, I know why you said it could be long, because this goes on for years.
Yes. So, well, I'll make it short. And so I'm looking up sounds because it's fresh in my brain, and I cannot find anything: a fox, a deer, an owl, eagles, armadillos, anything, coyotes that we have here
Foxes,
in the neighborhood.
fucking-
Foxes.
Yeah, those armadillos are wild.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
are those possums.
yeah, and
That's a memory I got to talk about.
right, yeah, and I could not figure it out. And so I was telling her, I was like, look, I think maybe that's a Bigfoot. So I go to the bar. And
Most of these are just like, oh, yeah, it's probably big.
it's probably Bigfoot. And
First conclusion, it's got to be a Bigfoot.
It's got to be. And this is before the vault, so I went to the barn, and a few people were there, and the Dark Crystal Elders were there. You were there, and I'm sitting there, and I was like, hey. So, and she told me, she's like, look, people in New Orleans, my good friend that I was talking to, right? She's like, look, people in Louisiana might be really superstitious. You got to be real careful how you translate that. I was like, okay. Because I was still new. And so I'm sitting down, we're by the fire at the barn, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah, that's Borneo.
And I'm like, hey, so do we have like Bigfoots back here? And and Chris looks at me, he's like, what? And he's just funniest guy. You know, he's like, no, we don't, Gina. And you're like, what? So I tell you all the story.
We're all laughing.
Yeah, all laughing. And so then, Gil, you decide you're going to buy a ghillie suit and scare the shit out of me. And so fast forward a couple months after that, I'm moving to the house I'm in now, and my mom is coming to visit. And she said, hey, you're always talking about this community and your neighbors. Why don't you invite them? I was like, oh, I don't think so. She said, no, I want to meet them. I was like, really? She said, yeah, I want to meet them. I said, okay, all right, I'll do that. You know, I was a little nervous about it, and we had a crab boil. Of course, she's allergic to seafood. So, but I made her a burger, and
Where was this crab boil? Was that the
Here
bar?
at my house.
It was here. Okay.
Yeah.
We,
tell them what you were going to do across the waterway from me.
Wasn't going
I
to
knew
do.
that.
I did it. I got into the ghillie suit. I put on shoulder pads. I had this big old outfit on. Everything. I ran across that fucking lot 3 times.
Nobody noticed.
Nobody seen me.
It's dark over there.
No, but I made noise. Y'all all drunk and shit. And I'm running back and forth. I fell down twice because I can't see through the mask. So I'm going like, these motherfuckers. So I just give up on that. I'm like, they're not going to see me. So I come all the way around and then come and meet your mother with the suit and everything.
I damn near peed my pants.
Yeah,
I was standing there.
I came up to y'all. It was a little intimidating. I had shoulder pads on. I had stilts on my fucking feet. I was like 7 foot tall. Yeah. It was an awesome.
All I
costume.
remember is I was standing there and I was hoping everything went okay with my mom. I'm like eyeballing her. Who's she talking to?
You were really very nervous about
What's
your mom.
Yeah, you
going
was
on?
nervous.
We all had rules to follow.
Yes.
You
rules.
gave them to me, but I forgot them.
Yeah, clearly. You
Ignored
forgot them.
Yeah.
Ignore.
Exactly.
And
That's
so
it.
I was just watching her, like,
She
making
loves
sure,
me now.
seeing who she's talking to. And then I see Chris come running. I'm like, what's going on? He's looking all sus. And then pretty soon, you come running. And I literally almost peed my pants. I had to, like, cross my legs and punch over. I laughed so hard. And we took a picture of that. And I
got undressed.
You got undressed, but you drank too much Crown.
Way too much.
And then party over, and my mom's, in Hurricane's room, the hurricane rain,
Yeah.
and I had my niece sleeping on the couch or something, whatever. People everywhere, and Gil goes home, and somebody drives him home on the golf cart,
Right.
drops you off, and they all come back, and they're on my street, and all of a sudden they see you coming back.
You're freaking out.
And they're like, oh, where's he going? You went right to the house, they followed you, and then you just went right under the house,
Nobody
came up
there?
through the back. I'm in the shower, and all of a sudden, my mom, Gina, what's going on? I'm in the shower. And apparently she hears this
Big scary man in the house.
shuffling.
And the only time she met me was with the costume on. She didn't even know who I was when I came with regular clothes on.
She didn't even. You go through this my dark house, shuffling, hitting walls, and then she hears the front door, looks out. She's telling, my stepdad, Steve, that man is in here, that one loud guy. And she comes in, Gina, there was a man that came in here. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, Gil?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's fine, Mom. She's like, no, you need to lock these doors.
At least he wasn't naked. That would be.
We got to talk about naked Schmiegel.
We will do naked Schmiegel one
another
time.
topic.
Yeah.
We were talking about memories. One of my big things is, I came into the hood. The first party I'm invited to, I felt honored to be invited because I just got here. I mean, I wasn't even here a week, I don't think.
I think you just.
I wasn't even
arrived.
moved in.
Wow.
I think I was just getting here, moving my stuff in. And I got invited. I can't even remember who actually invited me.
It might have been a flyer on your mailbox.
It might have been. I don't remember.
That was the
Halloween party.
The Halloween party.
Yes.
Now I got to admit,
Fundraiser.
I get there and I am fucking freaked. I'm like, wow, I'm a crazy guy, and I thought this whole neighborhood was swingers. I swear to God. I thought I just walked into a swingers spot. We had a strip pole. We had a strip pole at their house. And
I forgot we had a strip
they're all dancing on the stripper pole and everything. And guys are coming up to me, putting their hands all over my stuff. They're like, hey, what's up, dude? I was like, yeah, what's up? Hey, where's your girlfriend? I was like, I don't know.
Can I see yours?
Yeah.
Where's yours?
They started introducing me to people. And I'm, yeah, hey, what's up, Gil? And wait, whoa. And then she notices, I'm talking to Lisa right now, and Lisa says, God damn, you're loud. She goes, you all one loud motherfucker.
MC of the party.
Yes. And I said, would you MC the costume contest? Because I need somebody loud.
Yeah.
And then that's how I got started.
And
then I became a hit. And then I think
2 weeks later,
2 weeks
president
later,
of the
I was
neighborhood.
president of the neighborhood. I've been president ever since. From 2 weeks in, it was to me, I was just amazed. I come here, not knowing anybody. Within, I think it was like maybe 3 days I was here. Got invited to the party, went to the party, became an MC, winded up meeting everyone, and then became president in 2 weeks.
Okay, well, I have to ask. I wasn't here when that event occurred. So, were there swingers?
I'm still up for the comment that at the time I definitely said yes. I know now that it was a feeling. It was a feeling.
We just love each
We
other.
love
each
to
other.
love. So
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we go into our space, we're not keeping space. We're making space, and
But-
it's all about the love. And I know
all about
how
the
to
love.
love until I
it was
saw
hard.
the love.
It's hard to understand.
I love that.
This is
Yes.
your
It's hard to understand this neighborhood until you see it. It's just.
Until you experience
Yeah,
it, it's really true.
I had no idea I was getting involved in this neighborhood the way I would.
Hotel California.
I wouldn't leave this neighborhood now for anything. No reason would ever get me out of this neighborhood.
Honestly, that's what you've always said, Danny.
You can't ever leave.
Can't leave.
Hotel California.
And look, now we got proof. Julie is a prime example.
Yep.
She lived here for 2 years, didn't meet us, met us, and now she went and bought a house in the neighborhood because.
Hey, I rented.
Gina
I
did?
wasn't going to be here. I was ready. I was going to leave after a year or
Most
two.
people think they can come here and leave.
This is the longest I've lived anywhere.
Well, you know that Becky
Yeah,
lived in your
yeah.
house, and
Yes.
then she ended up buying.
That is true.
Yes.
Now she's a guy part of the boat.
Well, these are great memories,
Yeah.
and we're at time.
All right, can I say a Gina thing though? Because
good.
last time we did the classy bitches drink wine thing, I'm sitting here at the table,
Oh.
and there is a book.
This is on the center of the table we're talking at.
It's Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells.
Oh, good lord.
Okay, so I'm flipping through it, right? You know, I want to see what's interesting. And
It's a
I find a
marker.
page marked
Marked.
by a ponytail holder.
Oh.
Ooh.
And I'm like, okay, what is she looking at? And the topic is banishing gossip. Which is an admirable thing,
I think it was
Except
just.
you're doing a podcast.
considering that the themes of the podcast, which we're not really gossiping or being malicious,
But there's a lot of banishing.
there's a lot of banishing.
I gotta
There's
go
banishing
with-
gone.
May not be gossip.
Is the hair thing because it has your DNA in it? Is why you put it in there?
I don't know, but I'm guessing because I don't remember that being there. Do you
And-
remember when I
The night.
banished somebody?
Yes.
That's
with
not
the
a real
nails.
band.
That is
With
no
rusty
longer
nails.
banned?
With rusty nails.
Remember when I asked for
Yeah, rusty nails.
That's
Got the
not a
nails.
real band. It's a cock ring.
Oh, it's a cock ring. What the fuck?
It's not.
Oh,
I just
man.
touched it. Oh.
But bleach does wonders.
Oh,
Relax.
good. Well, I never knew there were so many banishing gossip spells.
that is another story for another day.
Anyway, to my
She
favorite
asked the
witch,
whole-
there we go.
She asked the whole neighborhood for rusty nails. I go, what the fuck you need rusty nails for? Hey, don't worry about it. I'll tell you about it later. And I come over here and she goes, I need rusty nails because I'm doing a little spell. Okay.
It works.
Good. I guess it did. It did work. It did work.
It
did
works.
work. It did work.
Great, don't get voodoo dolls.
That
It
person.
did.
I
It
don't do
did.
that.
It did. Didn't she?
That's
did,
my jam.
Yeah, that's you.
has anybody gone to her garage sale she had today?
I was working. I did not.
My God.
Who is?
Gee,
The person who was
person,
seeing the person you banished, who
Oh,
always, gets in trouble.
Right,
with
right.
I am telling you, the most clothes I've ever seen
Oh.
in my life.
Really?
Dude, it was amazing. And Paige looks well.
Oh, that's good. I haven't
I've been
seen her.
worried- I've
She
been
never
worried
comes
about
out.
Paige. I know. I told her she has to come to the vault.
yeah.
Has
Because she never
Yeah,
comes
she
out
can.
of that.
And she told me why, and
okay.
I get it. But I said, you gotta come to the vault. She
Yeah.
said, I promise you I will come to the vault.
All right. We'll have to get her one.
All right. Are y'all ready?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
We're going back to the vault.
Where are we going?
Vault!
Vault!